Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sulisti Agustin. Today, I would like to present about how to teach English to young learners or TEYL. In this presentation, I will explain the principles of TEYL, the approaches and methods, how to teach language skills, teaching English using games, songs and stories, and the issues of TEYL in Indonesia. Okay, let's begin. First, I will explain the principles of TEYL. Children learn English differently from adults. They learn best when learning is fun, meaningful, and suitable for their age. The first principle is implicit learning. It means children learn naturally through activities and communications instead of memorizing grammar rules. The second principle is contextual learning. Children understand English more easily when lessons are connected to their daily life. For example, teachers can teach the word apple by showing a real apple. The third principle is learner-centeredness. This means learning focused on children's needs, interests, and participation. The teacher guides the learning instead of talking all the time. The last principle is meaningful learning. Learning should be useful, enjoyable, and relate to children's experiences. These principles are supported by several learning theories. According to Piaget, children learn by doing and exploring. Vygotsky believed that children learn through social interactions and teachers should provide scaffolding or support. Meanwhile, Brunner explained that children learn through discovery, while teachers guide them during the learning process. Next, I will explain the approaches and methods of TEYL. One common approach is communicative language teaching or CLT. This approach encourages children to use English for real communication. Another approach is the learner-centered approach, where children actively participate in the learning process. Teachers can also use different methods such as total physical response, storytelling, songs, games, and pair or group work. For example, in TPR, children listen to instructions and respond with physical movements. These approaches and methods make learning active, interactive, meaningful, and enjoyable for young learners. Now, let's discuss how to teach the foreign language skills. For listening, teachers can use listen and do activities, songs, and TPR. For speaking, children can practice greetings, simple dialogues, and role plays. For reading, teachers can use picture books, phonics, and flashcards to help children recognize words. For writing, children can begin with tracing letters, copying words, and writing simple sentences. Teachers should teach these skills step by step according to children's abilities. One of the best ways to teach young learners is by using games, songs, and stories, because these activities make learning more enjoyable and interactive. Let me show you a simple example. First, using a game. Imagine you are my students. Simon says, touch your head. Simon says, touch your nose. Simon says, touch your shoulders. This game helps children learn vocabulary while moving their bodies. Next, using a song. For example, I can teach body parts by singing. Let's sing together. Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Songs help children remember vocabulary more easily because they are fun and repetitive. Finally, using a story. For example, one day there was a little rabbit. The rabbit was very hungry. He found a big red apple. He was very happy and ate the apple. After the story, I can ask the student, what fruit did the rabbit eat? The students answer, an apple. In this way, children practice listening, speaking, and vocabulary at the same time. Overall, games, songs, and stories increase motivation, improve vocabulary, build confidence, and make English learning more enjoyable. However, teaching English to young learners in Indonesia still faces several challenges. Some schools experience curriculum change and limited teacher training. Many schools also lack teaching materials and learning facilities. Other challenges include large class size, limited learning time, and different English abilities among students. To solve these problems, teachers need more professional development and training. Schools should also provide better learning resources, encourage interactive learning, and work together with parents to support children's English learning. In conclusion, teaching English to young learners should be meaningful, enjoyable, and appropriate for children's development. Teachers need to use suitable approaches and methods to create active learning. Games, songs, and stories are effective tools to help children learn English happily. Finally, improving teacher quality and learning resources will help strengthen TEYL in Indonesia. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.